Marcela,
Hello.
hello.
Hi.
So my name is Shaun. I lead creative excellence at Ipsos. That's everything to do with advertising research. And I have Marcela with me. Marcela, maybe you can introduce yourself.
Yeah. Hi, my name is Marcela, and I'm VP Marketing for Carlsberg in Denmark. So responsible for all our lovely brands in the Danish market.
Awesome. And you've had an amazing journey, if I may say so.
Yes, at least I'm proud of it, and
I
the
would
team
be
should.
very proud of it, and you should be. And I mean, we all know that in the beer categories that the share of throats, as we talk about it, right, in beverages, is very difficult these days. So you need non-alcoholic beers, you need other like variations, and Tuborg Squash is a perfect example. But I love the journey that you've gone along. You've relaunched this brand quite successfully. New branding, new packaging, but in my view, you've kept a lot of this nostalgia, your superpower from the 90s. Finn Finn is still there. And so how important was creativity in this space for you, and how important of a catalyst was it for you in the success or the journey of relaunching Tuborg Squash?
For us, it was the absolute key. We needed to do something. Soft drinks is a very mature, is a very saturated category. We were coming as we have the broad portfolio of brands in Denmark already, also in soft drinks, but for us squash was a very small brand, and we needed something that had proper breakthrough. Otherwise there was no chance to win. We couldn't outcompete the competitor in terms of spend, so we needed something that was, for us, like the ideas people wanted to share, people would talk about it, and that really requires creative.
I love that.
And it all started where what is that is unique for us? The positioning really was, we talk about it's a generous brand, so it always gives more than it takes. Something that I love on the Tuborg brand is both on the beer side, but the soft drinks part, where we wanted to give people a smile. So that was the whole thing, where should be something that people will see and laugh a little bit. It's not a laughing out loud, but just a little.
It's a Danish laugh, maybe?
It's a Danish laugh. It's a very Danish. There's something called the Danish humor.
Yes.
It's not as international as the British and well known, but Danes would know. And the idea really was, okay, how can we then, with this ambition for the brand, do something building on our legacy? Because of course that is the strongest thing we had. But at the same time, it needs to be something that is relevant when if you think about the ads since it's more than 20 years since we ran them. A lot of our current consumers would not know them or remember them, so we really needed to find a way to make it relevant to today while not losing the few but loyal consumers that stayed buying from us even though they didn't hear from us for 20 years.
I think you've done that really successfully. I mean, the way that you've included some of this old sort of heritage you referred to in the 90s with Finn reappearing in the ad, but then you have the two younger people in the ad as well. So you're I think, very smart in the way that you're addressing a broader range of audiences, right? Gen Z, younger people, right? That was deliberate, I would think.
Yes, it was not by coincidence that we ended up there, and really taking, when we started the ads in the 90s, it was actually two comedians that were not so well known yet. They became very famous. The idea was actually to find again who is the new voice of Danish comedy that we could really bring in and could be part of this, and then bring some of the old ones. And in a way, we really made fun of the generational gap between, one of the ads is actually making fun of boomer humor. And so once we really embraced it, we're not ashamed, we're going to call it out. And I think that is one of the things that really resonated, because the old consumers would see Finn and fall in love with them, be like, oh my God, he's back. And then the young ones would see this young, cool comedians and be like, okay, we like them. And the idea was somewhere in the middle, they would kind of look a little bit at us.
That's an amazing, really well done. And it's one of the reasons your ad made it into the Misfits Hall of Fame, which is a big deal. I know we celebrated that in Copenhagen with Alexander and the team who did a great job there on that one. But I mean, kudos to you and the team and also the agency who produced that. I think we're in Cannes right now. It's not a lion, but it's a Misfits Hall of Fame, and there are not a lot of awards that we give out for the Misfits Hall of Fame. So I really think that's
the team has done a fantastic job. So I'm super, super proud.
It's been a pleasure speaking to you here in my office on the beach. I wish. But really, really well done. Congratulations. Hopefully the success continues. I'm sure it will. And enjoy the rest of Cannes. Have a great time.
Thank you. Thank you for the lovely time, and thank you also for all the work with the Ipsos team in Denmark to make the campaign wouldn't happen without very good insight. So thank you.
Absolute pleasure. Thank you, Marcela. Thank you.
Thank you.
Take care. Ciao.